Round two worked.
Round two. Good morning, Miss Rhonda. Morning. Are you guys getting snow? We're getting flakes. We're getting some flakes here. It is 33 degrees this morning, and I think that's, no, 32, and the high is 33. Are you hearing us?
I believe they are, Rebel.
Shoo.
We'll double check down here. Yep, we got a happy green bar.
Okay, good,
So
good.
theoretically.
Oh, it's bright and early, y'all. Bright and early and cold.
So what are we doing today? Shipping?
Shipping, y'all. It was a good weekend here
It's a good weekend.
in Northeast Tennessee. Only on eBay.
Only on eBay.
Nothing on Etsy, Rhonda. Nothing.
I think Rhonda's stealing all the sales. She
I think
she
so.
hacked the server and rerouted all the traffic through her store.
Only to her store. Yeah. I will be 30, yep. I think our low tonight is 21. I think I saw. So I told, we have weird windows in our house. I told Robert he needs to go through the house and make sure our tops and our bottoms both, move up and down. And I'm afraid some of the window tops might still be open, and it's just too cold for that. Plus, I don't want to pay to keep heating up cold air. 18 Etsy's. Holy cow.
That's good. Yeah. How many Etsy we got going out?
Zero.
Zero.
But I only have less than 400 items listed. And I've already got a message from my friend Amanda, Fiona's Finds, saying don't give up on Etsy, and she has Etsy sales this morning. So it's ridiculous. Rhonda, I have 60 on eBay. 60. Never would I have thought. 60. Good morning, Shani.
We did not ship Saturday.
We didn't ship Saturday.
Because Bridget, our mail carrier, was not working Saturday, so we saved the packages for today so she could get them, counted on her route.
But I don't think she was expecting 60.
Probably not.
Well, plus his store, so that'll be like 66 so far.
Morning, Lisa.
Good morning,
And
Lisa.
Joy Flipper.
Yes, it is. So, are you getting snow? We've got snow, flakes. How about that? At first, I thought it was little white bugs flying around in the back. And then I realized, no, it's snow coming down. Yeah, see, I think that's my problem. I just need to bite the bullet and get all of my vintage over there. I think that sounds like a good job for Robert, don't y'all?
Absolutely.
I've got 300 and some sitting in expired. So my problem is I want to confirm that each of them are still on eBay. Because you know how it is. Sometimes you forget to take stuff down, especially when you've got a lot to deal with. So
Summertime 1953 is not feeling summertime in Texas this morning.
no.
38 degrees
Is
there.
that normal for you, 38, or is this just this Arctic blast we're all getting?
That's all right, Lisa. We got the first one. You can have the rest of them.
Yes,
We don't
and you
need
can
any
have
more.
the heavy stuff.
Yeah, we don't need it. You just enjoy that up there.
Nope.
All right, we had a question in last night's video about our puzzle boxes. The person probably won't be in here, but I'm going to put it in here for y'all just in case anybody's curious. What do we ship our puzzle boxes in? Where do we get them? We get them from eBay. They are not cheap. I mean, they're free, but they're not.
Yeah.
But they have a value. Rebel and I argue about this all the time. They have a
Yes.
value, but they're not cheap. And they're a 14, 3, 12. I don't know why they put the 3 that way, but 14, 3, 12.
Yeah. And they're perfect for puzzles. Perfect. That's why I'll keep using my coupon just for them. I used my last Anchor Store coupon because in December I'm also downgrading my store.
Let's see. How much what was it in Burlington, Vermont? I missed it. Where'd it go? 38. So Texas and Vermont have the same temperature this morning.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. That's the way weather works. It's not climate. There's a difference. Waiting for the sun to melt the snow off my car so I can go to the post office. Yeah, that's a good way to do that, Shani. And now that it's wintertime, y'all, one of the best things I ever learned to do was to park my car so that the windshield faces where the sun comes up. It just lets so much more heat into the vehicle, and you got to do a lot less scraping. Now, if you got to get up and be out the door at 7 o'clock in the morning to get to work or something, it probably ain't going to work for you. But if you can, if you can put your time off like Shaney's able to do here, then it works so much better that way.
Yep. I was telling everybody that was getting up this morning, because I've got one that has to leave by like 7:15 to go to school, and another one has to be at work at 8. And I'm like, get up and start your cars. Get up and start your cars, because they were going to be frozen, and it was cold. Cold. Yeah. See, the problem, Robert likes to do audiobooks, but he wants to do puzzles.
I could cross list her in that.
You got to pay attention.
I know the books take a lot. The books, you got to focus on the plot sometimes, so it takes attention to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant to do the listing part.
Yeah, to do the listing.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
Good morning, Amy. Yeah, and see, that's what I mostly put Rhonda on Etsy is plush. Do you have a dollar limit you keep it at? Do you only list things that are, I don't know. For me, I've been trying to focus on like $15, $20. But, I mean, I don't even know why. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Good morning, Miss Courtney.
Good morning.
A lot of my friends that I've met are in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we've got, like I said, first thing, we have 60, I think, in my store this morning. And that's for the weekend since Friday. And Robert has, I think, 6. So he's picking up. It's picking up in there.
Joy Flipper, what time and where are we meeting Saturday night? That's our doings.
Yeah. It was, we were going to meet in Dandridge, right?
I don't know where.
At the Ruby Tuesdays.
Well, I'm glad you remember, because my brain ain't working for it.
I remember.
What time?
We're going to do like 6. I need to contact April to see if she wants to show up. Ooh, yeah, you're good too, Courtney. There you go. See? I finally am at a point where I've lowered all my prices. It took me 30 days to go through all of my end and sell similars. Do coloring books fall under media? Ooh. If there's advertising in that book, then no. So if it's advertising anything, like I've got a coloring book this morning. But a lot of times coloring books are under £1 anyway. So instead of running it through Media Mail, I would normally still just list it as Ground Advantage. But I'm thinking my book, yeah, because it's about Wuzzles and it's advertising Wuzzles on the back. I would stick with first class unless you've got a bunch of them. But more than likely there's advertising, and that's the rule. If there's any advertising, you cannot put it Media Mail. And really, truthfully, you can't even put a business card in there. Like if you're the type that sends business cards in your packages, that's advertising. And I've seen one post at some point that they opened up their package and it was denied because of an advertising for a business card. So the post office is so overwhelmed right now. I don't know how much of the medium packages they're really opening. Alrighty, let's get to these packages. I think this was my video. Yeah, I'm gonna close that. So, hopefully all of us have a whole bunch of shipping to do today. Yeah, and throw your questions out there. All right,
we're gonna be shipping for a while.
Yeah. Okay, that one finally went. This is you. So where am I?
Good morning, Julianne
Here we go.
Pizzoni. and Melissa.
Good morning, Melissa. Oh, Dutchess County, New York. Good morning. Ooh. What else have I sold this morning? Oh, I sold the Jelly Cat, but I took an offer. So, I have 9 books, 3 glass items, a music box, 5 general home decor or collectible items, and 1 jewelry.
It's quite a variety.
Yeah, that's a variety. I mean, all I really am going to have is plush. Maybe some games, maybe some hard toys. So I think there is my problem. Although my friend Amanda sent me a picture this morning, and she's sending out 4 plush on Etsy today. So I'm thinking, all right.
So we got this one going out, y'all. 3 of these. We found them at a generally overpriced thrift store in Kingsport. The Fretboard Journal. And the 3 of them are going out for $36. And these are from, I want to say the 90s maybe? 80s? No, 90s. When was it? Oh, 2012. 2012, 2013, and 2013, 2014. So, what, 12, 13 years ago? So they're not super old, but $12 each for these. If you find these Fretboard Journal magazines,
Yep.
they're worth looking at. And I think it really depended on maybe the specific issue as to whether it was going to be worth getting or not, but they had 3 of them up there that day that were worth getting. And for these books and magazines that are like textbook size, they're not real small, I've been having a lot of luck. We have this 1210 4 box, and I use the box cutter to cut it down and then just fold this down like that so there's no slipping or anything, and it protects them really well. Or use a box cutter if you don't have the box resizer.
Alrighty. Oh, you're loud. First one. Well, welcome, Random Acts of Thrifting. I love that name. Janet from St. Louis.
Yes.
Hey, I love St. Louis. I really want to move there. I really do.
6 years.
I got some, what's the word? Begging to do. Yes, Amy's there. Also, we've met up with Amy a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Laura, and there's somebody else that comments every now and then from St. Louis. Can't
And then
remember
that
the
other
name.
YouTuber was there. We met.
Yeah, Dixon's Pickens.
Yes.
Then there's another YouTuber there.
Oh yeah. We met them once. The couple, right?
Oh yeah, there's another. No, I was talking about somebody else. There's another guy, and there's another couple there that do a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
I think this is the right number.
Is that the fretboards?
I gotta run to the house and grab something real quick. I'll be back.
Okie dokie, leaving me here all alone. Hopefully we don't have any technical issues. Oh yeah. I had some like boxes for like albums and stuff, but my friend Courtney had a Whatnot show on there, and so I had them for years, so I gave them to her. And then of course the other day we sold an album. I only have a couple left. 12 sales on Saturday till noon, and then nothing since. Yeah, I don't get this. I told Robert, it's like we get buffered. It's like you hit a point and then eBay goes, nope, let's go give your business to somebody else. So, oh my goodness, this is heavy. Let me get his stuff. Yeah, and because these are magazines, there was no medium out for them. They are Ground Advantage, which, I mean, they paid $8. I mean, not overly bad, but just be careful with your medium mouse stuff. No advertising. All right, let me get this. Let me get a accurate measurement. Let's see. 13, 11, 2. Maybe I'll save a little because the box went down. When I list stuff, technically I just leave everything that's over a pound at 13, 13, 10. And then I fix the measurements when we ship. So yeah. Oh, that was an international sale. Your fretboards books. So who knows how much they paid. All right. Oh, your person's not in here yet. You wanted to show that
They
too.
are.
Are
Black
they?
Sabbath, yep. Look at Margaret Carson. Did you see those? 12 sales on Saturday until noon.
We were talking about, sometimes I feel like we're buffered. We have a ceiling.
Yeah.
Don't know. You know, you don't ever know. But it just is odd when you're hot and then it just suddenly stops.
I hear Jerry Reed. When you're hot, you're hot. And when you're not, you're not.
Move that. All right, this book.
I think I put that in a video recently.
Did you?
Maybe. I can't remember. I watched it recently. I know that. I'm shipping an empty iPhone 4 box. It's not like that's even a really vintage box. I guess it's kind of old for an iPhone, but man.
Ooh, lovey. Yeah. Yeah, you got a bunch of randoms too. Pampered Chef Tart Shaper. I see them all the time around here. A lot of the Pampered Chef stuff. I have a bunch too. But I pick all mine up at yard sales. That stuff's too expensive.
Shani, the more you use that resizer, the better you get at it. You just got to keep that. You just got to make sure you're pulling straight across the box and not kind of up like I tend to want to do. All right, Black Sabbath. I had to run in the house and grab something because I found last time we were in St. Louis last month, I found this at the St. Louis Den's, and I saw the logo and thought this is a whole lot old right here. And then when I looked at it even closer, I saw that it actually says Big 8 Conference, which means it's really old because when I looked it up, I think it was about 95 or 96 when the Big 8 Conference ended. So this is like vintage school memorabilia there. And I bet you on the Oklahoma-Mizzou game this weekend, but I got no faith in Mizzou. They haven't beaten anybody that's anybody this year.
Nope.
Yes, the box resizer is in the Amazon links. If you go to I think I have it in this one. If you go to it goes to a website now with a page with all the links on it. If it's not there, let me know and I'll get it there. Because I haven't gotten everything moved over yet. And I haven't worked on it in a month or something because I'm forgetful and don't go back and get things done until I'm reminded that I need to go do it.
And reminded is the nice word of saying nagged.
Yes.
Yeah. We're thinking like the Monday, Tuesday before Christmas.
Yes. The same week as Christmas, that Monday and Tuesday. I can't remember. 24, 23, 22, 20. Maybe the 21st and 22nd. I think that's the right dates, but I could be wrong.
Because Christmas is on what?
I think a Thursday.
Thursday. That's 25th, 24th, 22nd, 23rd. Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. 22,
Yeah.
23 then. You know, I got it all wrong. Alabama. Y'all can beat Alabama. They only beat Mizzou by 3, and so y'all should be able to take care of Alabama. At least it should be a close game either way.
I think when fourth quarter's over, I'm going to see how many things that I marked down and ended up selling for like $8 to $10. Because it just seems like I am selling so much old stuff because I marked them down to $9.95 to make them gone. It's just been odd, like this thing right here that I'm packing.
And see, when I was changing all that stuff to flat rate in my store, it was selling like crazy. So it's almost like
You
mess
mess with it.
mess with your store, mess with your items, then it sells on eBay. I don't know. I've heard that, but it seems like it might be true.
Ugh.
I'm gonna see how the sales seem to be picking up. I wanted to not mess with anything until I saw what going back to calculated shipping would do, and then if that seems like it's doing okay at the moment, then I'm going to start messing with stuff. But then I gotta wonder, did you change yours in bulk edit or one at a time?
What?
When you changed the prices on yours, one at a time?
Bulk edit.
You were in the bulk edit, but you
Because
changed
it was
them.
ending so similar.
But you changed them one item at it. You changed in the items individually. You didn't do a change everything by this amount kind of thing.
No.
So I wonder if that would,
I
if
don't
I go
know.
in and just bulk edit and say lower the price of everything by 15 cents, if that would work.
Don't know. McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Anytime I see new stuff in the bag, especially when I can buy a lot of it, these were all inside out. And just sold them for $30. So, I'm thrilled. And I just listed them.
Have a good day, Black Sabbath. You know, Lisa, it really does seem like they like activity. Just, I don't even know. I considered at one point going in, this has been what, a couple, 3 years ago now probably, and we never did it, going into the title of our listing and just adding like pound one, like number one, number two, and just add a number at the end that I just change on a regular basis. And I just change everything that's a number two to a number three, and then just to see if changing that title would do anything.
Good morning, Mary. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to go to one of the restaurants. Maybe Texas Roadhouse and get one of the free meals tomorrow. I think one of our car washes also give free car washes. We should try to do that tomorrow. I don't take advantage of that very often, but on Veterans Day, why not, right? All right, nice.
All right, Mary, do you have any scoop on the next Reseller Locker Room Podcast East Tennessee Reseller Meetup? You got anything going on that yet, or are y'all still recovering?
I'm hoping it stays here in Greenville.
We like that.
I liked having it here. I mean, we would still come home even if they do it in Pigeon Forge, but I think here
Would
was
we?
good. I think so.
We probably will.
Maybe not. That's a long drive for us still. Hour and a half. All right, I got this going. It's distracting. I got to pay attention when I'm getting my labels.
All right. I'm going to pick on you, Rebel.
What? What did I do? That's been, look at the number. That's been listed for ever.
Rebel had these two in a bag we sold them, we're shipping them out this morning. And she had them like this. I would suggest when you do stuff like this, take these two plastic things and put them together. Because when you ship it, it's much less likely to damage that plastic screen if you have them together. Which probably isn't that important, but it might be important on something someday. Same weekend as last year, at least one night at the Moose. Ben is throwing around a night at the casino, but for sure Greenville.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. What casino? Oh, the one in Bristol?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Mary, you should put a bug in Ben's ear for this. There is a weekend. Of course, it's right after Labor Day is the problem.
Yeah.
I think it would be a couple weeks earlier, but there is the Warrensburg Road Yard Sale and the Tree Street Yard Sales in Johnson City.
They're huge.
They're huge. Lots of flea market vendors and stuff like that. But if people are looking to come here and do a lot of sourcing, that would be an amazing weekend for it. But I also know that it might not work for schedules and whatnot either. Don't tell him I said that. You can blame it on Rebel.
Well, I brought it up the last time, but I know it was coinciding with their 100th episode.
Yeah, so that wouldn't have worked for that one.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's staying here. It'd be really amazing if we could plant it on the weekend of Tree Streets. Tell Ben, Tree Streets. Tree Streets. It's miles and miles. Y'all, I've got this plush I'm packing, and it's just a plush, but it sold for $50. So it's going in a box. Gives it a little bit, I don't know. I'd hate for it to get torn in transit. This would be the one time in transit that it would tear. So. Yes, definitely. I mean, the Tree Streets one is miles and miles and miles of. No, to me, it seems like it's miles.
It's miles.
It is miles.
It's not as
walking.
many miles. It's not as okay when you're walking. Yes, it's not as many miles as she thinks it is.
You can't walk it the day of the sale.
Drive it.
Yeah, you can't drive it. You have to walk it, which.
And it's a lot of walking.
Yep.
What are you selling this for? What's wrong with
$30 some dollars. Yeah. Put it in a box. Flat.
Right. I can't, not with this.
Cut down the, is it 14? I mean, or the 16, 12?
It's
8?
16. 16, 12. Yeah, they're going to 16.
There you go, and then you can cut it down.
All right.
All right. We're moving right along. Yeah. I haven't ran into Ben yet to congratulate him in person on his wedding. I haven't been, well, we went to an estate sale this weekend. Y'all, this is the issue. We drive an hour. Yes, there were 3 of them. 3 estate sales. Drive an hour. And I picked up maybe 10 plush.
But we were on Saturday. We weren't there on the first day.
No.
It was half price day.
But I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to get out over the winter and still hit a lot of the estate sales, even if it's just on the Saturday.
Our friend Courtney that lives here near us, she went and she got some good stuff the first day at one of them. And then, but I talked to a guy at the sale. He said the brand was Wild Oats shirts. They make a lot of concert shirts. But he found an Aeon Flux t-shirt at this estate sale, digging through a garbage bag full of clothes. And his was really nice, but there was one with stains that had sold on eBay for $1,400.
Yeah. Makes me, maybe we need to get in there and elbow with the t-shirt bros.
Let's see, almost pronto. Hi-oh, purchased a Linus from you. It's my birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
I see your Linus purchase. Yep, it's going to be in today's orders. Well, happy birthday. Robert's birthday was this weekend. On Saturday. I think we're going to go do birthday cake tonight with friends. RJ's siblings. So, yep.
Hello, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy. All right, I got to figure this out. Control 2453.
Oh, Ben's on a cruise.
Oh. Oh, I keep saying I'd like to do a cruise, but I did the ultimate cruise. 9 months on a ship in the Navy. I don't know. But we had a friend who just came back from a cruise earlier this year, and she went to Alaska, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Lisa did, right? No,
Yeah.
Cindy.
Cindy did.
Cindy did. Lisa's in here. Cindy
Well,
went.
and Jan too.
And Jan went. Yeah, that you were thinking of Jan, but
Yeah.
where did
I
where did
forget
Cindy
where
go?
Cindy go.
I can't remember.
I just keep thinking, I just don't know if I want to be on a ship, even if it's just for a week. It was not fun, I'm telling you. All right, $15. All right, bag. Oh my goodness, there's too much over here. We're moving these bags.
It's on the list.
On the list.
Nona's daughter. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Cindy went to Alaska.
The 5th. Yeah, the 5th is the remember the 5th of November. That's when they burned Guy Fawkes in England for treason.
I don't remember that.
It was like in the 1600s or something. He had a plot to blow up Parliament or something.
Oh. Robert's a history buff. All right. Make sure. All right.
And the Danube River. River cruise on the Danube River. Small, long ships, 140 people. It was great. One of my random Facebook friends said something about going on a cruise to Alaska, but they did a smaller cruise ship instead of one of the huge ones. And it seemed like they got to go places that the larger ones couldn't get to. I think that might be what he said. I can't remember for specifics, though.
I don't know. I'd like to do it. Maybe. Maybe next year.
Listen,
Or
the
not.
people, they still have, I assume they're cruises, but the old, like the Delta Queen used to go, that's the Ornaments, up and down the Mississippi. It was a paddle boat. And they would go up and down the Mississippi, and I think they still do those every now and then. I see somebody posting about watching it go by.
All right. What size is this box? Oh, 1196. There we go. Mary says she likes history too.
History's fun.
Hey, you're not late, Lisa. Oh, yeah, post office is closed tomorrow, everybody. Thank you, Courtney. Probably need to post it in the Facebook group, too.
Beth did.
Oh, did she? I'm get caught up here.
I stole Shaney's method of doing this.
Yes.
When I ship plush now that are really snug to the top of the box, I cut off a strip of this cardboard and put over top of the plush to protect it better than our sticker.
We have more than one puzzle to ship. So
Oh,
I had to pay attention here. What was this again? 15, 13, 3. Alrighty. It's always important to put the exact measurements, especially on your stuff over a pound, because sometimes it affects the price. Not always, but sometimes.
maybe I need to be a dork and see what that measurement is one of these days.
For what?
At what point
Oh,
does
at
it
what
make a
point?
difference?
I think it also on destination.
Could be. Kathy wants to do a Mississippi cruise with thrift stops.
Oh,
You might have to get a special one. I don't know if they just stop everywhere,
don't know.
but somebody could do that. Stop at all the little towns along the way. Hannibal. We buy a little bit in Hannibal sometimes when we're there.
They have a couple of thrift stores, but they're a little bit overpriced.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Rhonda. The Memphis Queen docks here and does day and night cruises.
3, 2, 2, 8. Is this that Christmas wrap?
Yeah. Margaret Carson, going to close my store in mid-January, renting an Airbnb in Panama City, Florida. Plan to source the whole time. There you go.
You know, I have a feeling that's what we're going to end up maybe doing for a bit. Get us an Airbnb, stay for a couple of weeks.
Just how about like
I still want to do the RV thing, but man, RVs, they're expensive.
they're expensive. Pulling's them expensive.
Yep. All right, still 3 pounds. What is my measurements?
I'm doing eBay for our travel
17.
while retired. Next year, Scotland. Scotland will be fun to go to. That's one of the places I'd like to. I went to Ireland once. That was a lot of fun.
3.
It's a lot of fun going there. The accents, though, whew, even though they're speaking English, sometimes it sounds almost like a foreign language.
See, this one didn't change.
The couple we know from Ireland, Tom and Mary. Tom's not too bad. Mary talks fast. Oh my goodness. It's like keeping up with her and understanding her can be a little tricky sometimes. Super nice people.
Yep. Yes. Nona's daughter, we do every puzzle. Okay, there's not always a we in that statement. Sometimes Robert puts the puzzle together. If I find it boring, I really have a hard time sitting down and helping him on it. But he puts a lot of puzzles together.
Y'all would think if she loved me enough, she'd just want to spend the time sitting out there, even though it was a boring puzzle, just hanging out with me. But no.
I help quite often, but not always. And I usually wait till he's got like the edges done and maybe some of the center going. And that way I can go in and I can, usually I'll do the sky, the monotonous stuff at the top of the puzzle.
I do know, Nona's daughter, I do know there's a guy on Facebook that he sells quite a bit. But he posted that he does not put used puzzles together. And if the person complains, he just refunds their money. I just can't do that because I find it frustrating to put one together and then not be able to finish it. Like we had one recently where we got to the end. There was probably 50 or 60 pieces left. It was a little bit tough, and I think was it one of the tough ones? I can't remember. Anyway, but we could tell that there was obviously 2 pieces that were missing because it was like there was a Christmas tree left, so it was like green and red and stuff. And there was a dark brown piece and a tan piece. They were just and they weren't there. You could plainly see that they were not there. Yep. And it just I took it apart because I knew it'd drive Rebel crazy. If it were me, I would have put it together just to have the fun of putting the whole puzzle together. At least what I could.
Nope, we just pitch them.
Edges first, yes, sort of. We bought at a yard sale this puzzle thing. It was like, was there 6 of them?
Sorting trays.
They're little sorting trays. They're about this big, and you can sort pieces in them. So I sit down initially and I start looking for edge pieces, and then I identify what colors I want to sort together and put them in those sorting trays. And if there's a color that has a lot, then I'll put that on a cookie sheet.
I've been watching this girl on Facebook Reels who does puzzles, and she does the contests, and they, she's got it down to like 500 piece puzzles she can do in like 35 minutes, 37 minutes. They're all, almost everything she does is usually the timed ones are 500, but right now she's working on an 8,000 piece puzzle, and she's showing every day her progress. And I mean, like, her sorting day, where she just sorted generally, took 6 hours. It was just, I enjoy that. I don't know if we could ever get fast enough to do any of those puzzles. Because there's, I mean, but she talks about, the competitions.
Oh, we could be fast enough to a competition. We just get last place. See, Lisa DeFreitas, Airbnb makes me nervous. I watch too many true crime shows.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you take a tomahawk with you and keep it in your room on your nightstand. That way, if they get you, they'll at least know you were there, and there'll be some evidence for the crime scene investigators to catch the guy.
Mm-hmm. We do Airbnbs every once in a while. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, they're no less expensive than...
Sometimes they are, and sometimes they aren't.
No. And a lot, I kind of, with the hotels, at least I can go down and, get a snack for breakfast or something. Because he doesn't normally want to eat hotel breakfasts.
No,
there.
because it's usually like, not that I have a problem with eating donuts. It just, I would prefer to have like sausage and eggs and bacon and stuff like that for breakfast.
No. I think that box. We need some more of the 444 boxes over here. I'm about to run out. Oh, see, Margaret said she's an Airbnb host.
Have you murdered anybody?
I watch a variety of stuff on Facebook Reels, and right now, once you watch one, it just kind of keeps feeding it. And right now, there's this guy that I watch that runs an Airbnb, and he shows what his place looks like after the customers have checked out. Yeah, have you ever had one of the really bad experiences with an Airbnb? Or the ones where they don't leave? They don't leave at all. You have to go through the eviction process.
I lived to camp in an RV, traveled for 15 winters. It became, traveling. That's what kind of got me off the idea of owning an RV. Was talking to a family friend back in Missouri, and he and his wife traveled for many years after he retired. And he got to the point, he was, I think, 80 or something. He said he just, couldn't do the driving anymore. And I asked him about the expense of it. He said they're expensive to drive. He said if you park for a while, for a month at a time, you'll save money over hotels. But if you're driving every couple days, he said hotels would be just as cheap.
Yep. Yeah, I sent Robert a thing one day of a new table, a new puzzle table that like spins and then has the drawers on the side to help sort. So I think I want something like that soon. Because right now we use our coffee table with a board, with a opened up puzzle board and a sheet over it because it's too small to use the correct way. So we just kind of open it up and use it. Because 1,000-piece puzzles are pretty big.
And we can't just use the back of the thing because the back of the board is decorated with like
patterns
with like different colored jigsaw pieces. So I initially just flipped it over and started to do a puzzle, and I was like, this isn't going to work because the back of the board was interfering with my ability to focus on the pieces well enough to put it together.
Yeah.
You can screen your guess. All those shows are overblown. I noticed she never answered the question about having murdered somebody.
Robert.
I'm just trying to put Lisa at ease here so she doesn't get too scared to go to an Airbnb. And Margaret's not helping. Yeah, screening your guests would be important to make sure that they've got some sort of history.
Yeah.
I know we went to stay at one, and they asked if we, because they said something about us not having stayed before.
Right.
And I said I stayed at one place, but it had been years, back in like 2018.
Yeah, because I guess you can decline them if they don't have a history. So.
Securing your view on a printed back out. That's what I had to do for the that puzzle board.
You see, Aldi had a nice puzzle tray thing. And I picked it up a couple years ago, and then my son, I let him take it with him. And he hasn't used it. He probably just needs to bring it back. Because I told him he could work on puzzles, take pictures of it for me, and then, then I could sell them.
Because he likes to work on it when he comes up here.
Yeah.
He comes up a couple times a week. He's got class up here at Walter State College, and so he comes up here for class.
All right, I gotta officially go get some more boxes.
Sold the Ravensburger 5,000 piece for $74 last week. I wrote that we had not built it, so no guarantee it was complete, nor that the sun would come up tomorrow. Exactly. You know, Margaret, it's good that you've had like all those 14 years and no problems. That's tough, I would think. I mean, you're able to screen people, but I would think that being able to going that long without any big problems would be kind of a feat to accomplish. With just having semi-random people come to your place and stay.
You did
something with it.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
We're having to share a tape roll.
We sold a 2,000 Ravensburger puzzle.
Yeah,
a couple of
the
them.
Cinderella.
Have we sold both of them yet?
I don't know. Don't know. We've got more to put together, though. Those are tough. Poor RJ, he has this huge walk-in closet in our bedrooms. That's the one nice thing about our house. They all have walk-in closets. And it's top to floor to probably chest high on me of just puzzles. Because where else was I going to put them? And he doesn't use it. Yeah, once people like your place, I would say they do come back. We're going to go back to the dome we went to.
That was nice.
Yeah.
The only problem with it is it's 3 hours away.
Yeah. But I liked it.
But we could go up to the Roanoke Bins and at least have some tax write-off.
No. Sorry, Shaney.
Shaney says it's highly recommended.
No. Her bins stink. Not even worth the drive off of the highway. I sold one of my Great Adventure play sets today by Fisher Price. I sold the ship after somebody finally finished packing it for me. Sold it for $150. I either paid $25 or $35, right? Weren't two of the sets $25?
I don't know.
Or two were $25 and one was $20, something like that at a thrift store. So luckily, it's pre-packed. I think Shani should go to her bins on a regular basis just to tell us if it changes.
Yes.
Because it's still, what, maybe 2 to 3 hours from us.
Yeah, it's a couple.
Was it still snowing when you went outside?
Not really.
Yeah, it was spitting snow here this morning. Ship to be shipped. Yeah. I've got weird stuff to ship today. It's been a lot of different stuff. Not just all flush. We've got another puzzler here.
Cats.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. My friend Beth, I'm so jealous. She went to an estate sale this weekend, and in a closet.
This is day 2 that she went.
Yeah, she went day 2.
She went once.
Yes, I bought a bunch of Christmas ornaments. Went back day 2, and in a random closet found, I don't know, a dozen wooden puzzles. One of them was Liberty. The rest were just regular wooden puzzles, vintage wooden puzzles. If I lived near her, I'd have been there to help put them together. They are so much fun.
pieces are, the shapes are so weird.
I don't know. I didn't ask her if the other ones were like that.
Oh, they might not be.
Now we're out of the 864s. Ooh, we're going to have to go to the Ranger. I think this is the last pack, right?
Is it?
Nope, that's 1084.
We need 1210.
Oh, wait, 864. No, we got quite a bit of them.
We need 1210-4s.
Oh, I know we're getting low on something.
Well, we have one left over here.
Oh, we've got 100.
Of the
We've
12.
got 100 of the 864s left.
Okay. Yeah, she did. Courtney, she did clean up at that sale. She got a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And the cool puzzles.
And the puzzles, yep. If you ever get to a point where looking for boxes at Walmart or dollar stores becomes tedious, definitely consider buying some boxes. It just makes things so much quicker. We use Granger, but the problem is we have to drive an hour and a half, either to Knoxville or Asheville, to pick them up.
We talked about in our video last time, but be careful with offers, y'all. Some of them are
Yes.
putting crazy prices. Beth had one where it was like a $15 offer. She went to accept it, but when the acceptance screen showed $3, we don't know if it's accepting, if it would have accepted it at $3 or if it would have accepted it at the 15. I had one that was a $15 offer that the acceptance screen showed as $126. It's kind of nice, so just be careful when you're looking at them.
And yeah, and I'm assuming both of them were on phones, right? Sometimes the phone.
I was on the phone.
I think Beth was on the phone. She
Sassy
doesn't do much.
Sassy Squirrel Stash got a couple inches of snow. Like, I think Kathy said she got about 2 inches of snow in Indiana too.
I missed that. Oh, the door is closed. That's sad. I wish Asheville was better. I really, really do.
They need one here in Greenville because it's like right between Kingsport and Morristown and Knoxville and Johnson City.
Yeah, just somewhere. Kingsport, Knoxville, Greenville.
I don't even know
It
what's
would be
in here.
nice.
I don't know what I put in here.
I'm trying to think. Did I see you? I don't think I saw. Robert packed something and don't remember what it is.
I was busy talking, y'all. That's my excuse. All day. We can stay home for a bit. Well, I can't stay home too long because I gotta go to the gym. My son's killing me. He doesn't give me a day off hardly. But it's good for me.
I don't go every day.
I think we've been lifting weights, and I think it's been really good for me to be doing that. I think actually having worked out helped me this weekend because we were at an estate sale and it had rained and the steps were slippery, like from the deck, and we finished, we paid, and as I was heading to the steps, I told myself, hey, be careful, those steps are slip, make sure Rebel doesn't slip down them. I hit the first step and bounced all the way to the bottom. Not too bad bounce because I caught myself with my arms, but I think strengthening my shoulders helped me not hurt my shoulders more, because that's what I felt first was the shoulder, I tweaked that shoulder a little bit, but I think the working out's done me some good for that.
Oh, Kathy said be careful with promoted too. Sometimes it moves up to an auto or a higher amount. Yeah, I've not had that problem, and I won't be having that problem come
December
12th. I'm still going to turn them off. I was watching Grams and Pop's video about it the other day, and he made a really good point that if it's, he said the top tier of promotions obviously is the clicks.
The ones that show up first.
The paper, yeah, the ones that show up are the pay-per clicks. And he feels like eventually that's all eBay's going to be allowing are the pay-per clicks. But at this point, depending on how many people are doing pay-per clicks, our stuff is still, you know, and depending on how much we are promoting, our stuff is just getting lower and lower and lower in the search. And so at this point, is it worth it, you know, to promote high? If you're going to promote, you know, stick with the lowest tier, because I'm not even going to. But he seems to think, and he likes to get into all the background stuff that Corey said he thinks eBay's moving towards the pay-per-clicks only, as, you know, for promotions.
And I saw somebody commented and said the same thing that I told Rebel. It's like, if nobody promotes, then everybody's promoted because nobody's getting a boost.
And then I still see all the comments in every post that I read about it. Y'all just go ahead and turn yours off. I'm going to keep mine, and I'm going to be higher in the search than you.
Knock yourself out.
Yep. I'm hoping they change their mind, but so far, no.
If y'all get your insurance through the healthcare marketplace, you got about a month left to get it done, because December 15th. So if you aren't like me, and you know, I keep up with our taxes all year long.
No, he does not.
So I just got to go in and click a button and know.
No, he does not. And he's
Okay.
been trying to get started for weeks now, and
Just keep getting distracted. So
yeah.
tomorrow, RJ and I are going to sit down, because this is part of his math class this year, is learning profit and loss and how to file taxes. And he filed our sales tax for us back in October. And well, I walked him through it, but he learned how to do that process. He'll do it again in January. But he's going to go through this with us. We're contemplating setting up an LLC and an S corp, and if we go through, we're about 99% sure we're going to do that, just to get everything under one umbrella that way. And he's going to go through that process with me. So, like I said, get your tax stuff done. Figure out how much you're going to make next year, so you can get your healthcare.gov stuff done.
Is there a good supply in store? I don't know how much Asheville keeps in stock, but they're really quick about getting it. So
Right. The last time we ordered, one of the boxes took 2 days to get there. The other one I ordered in the morning. I could have picked it up that afternoon, but the other ones I had to wait 2 days for it to get there to Knoxville. It would have been the same to Asheville. So if you're getting ones that they have a lot of, like the 864s and things like that, then you can just pick them up the same day. You just place the order and go get them. For us, we can't really do that too easily, because like I say, it's an hour and a half drive. Beth's is 15 minutes from her house or something.
know.
So she can just place the order and go pick them up right away. And Granger and Zorro have the best prices. I mean, Zorro might be, if you have to have them shipped, Zorro
but
might be.
Granger is Zorro, right?
Right, yeah, Zorro's owned by Granger, but if you're having them shipped to your house, Zorro might be cheaper on a couple sizes by a little bit, but if you can pick them up, then Granger's pretty much going to be cheaper.
Ugh. I'm leaving all the fun ones for you.
Rhonda got junk in her trunk, took hers off on the 29th of October. Level back up, usual sales back on eBay, so.
Personally, Rhonda, I'm with you. I would have turned it off already, but somebody says we should wait till the last minute as far as the 30 days prior, because somebody I read said, you know, anything after the 13th and on of December, when they turn it on in January, it could fall into that category.
However,
It could.
in order for the item to be, for it to get the promoted fee, it has to be promoted when it was clicked and when it sells. So if you wait until the 12th of January to turn off promoted, then you should not have to pay any promoted fees because none of your items will be promoted at that time.
Yeah.
It still might fall under the old, if person one clicked on your item and then they clicked on, and then they bought one of your items, 25 days later, you may still get hit with that fee. But you won't get hit with the halo effect, I think is what they were calling it. I think if you have to name your fee structure a name like that, you're probably doing something wrong to your customers.
Yes, but do they care? I don't think so.
Probably not. They're just, it's a more money thing. All right, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. I got to get focused on this because RJ's expecting me to be at the gym in the next 30 minutes to an hour.
Ooh, and we gotta be done.
Yep. So you all have a good one. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you next Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern.
I'm still finishing Rhonda's.
Yes.
Yep. Spending more time on Etsy? I need to. Okay, that's 2 of you now who've told me today I need to work on Etsy more.
Kathy's lowered her percentage, so down 2% instead of the usual 4%.
Yep.
Enjoy your week, y'all. May the sales force be with you. May the
Maybe the sales force be with you.
Exactly. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.